Hey everybody, what's up on this dreary day in Wisconsin? I want to talk about a situation that I want to bring to the forefront. And when it comes to homelessness, um, I dealt with kind of that in a roundabout way because when my dad was drinking, he literally looked homeless. And then when he finally was sober for 2 hours and went through DTs, delirium tremors, sorry about that. I just know it as DTs. Got him into the hospital and then subsequently got him into DePaul rehab, and then he moved on to a nursing home. He's supposed to be locked up because he would wander the streets and panhandle and stand outside the corner liquor store, asking people in the roughest part of Milwaukee for money so he can get a 40 ounce or whatever he was drinking at that time. So I kind of have a heart for people that are out on the streets. A couple years ago, I lived in Bayview, Wisconsin. Then I got married and moved to Mugwanago, Wisconsin. And I'm still part of the Bayview community group on Facebook. And so they said there was an elderly woman living in a bus shelter. I decided to drive down there, and I was able to get her a gift card to Starbucks just so she'd have something warm to eat. Other people in the community stepped in. They were able to start a GoFundMe and get her into a hotel room. So this other woman and I decided to stop by today. She's been there, I think, about a month. Stop by. At first she wouldn't open the door. Someone said her foot was bleeding, and I thought that's kind of probably dangerous. And so finally she opened the door a crack and said, "Are you here to clean the bathroom?" And I said, "Well, we can help with that. We just need to see what it looks like." And first she shut the door, and I said, "Hey, we can't help you unless you open the door." And so finally she opened the door, and it was a horror story. It was something out of a nightmare. Her bathroom toilet was completely clogged. There was stuff on the bathroom floor. Bodily fluids, whether it was blood or whatever, whatever. And then her bed was completely stained with a fluid, and half of her foot was gangrenous. And when I'm talking about gangrene, if you've ever watched a movie where they pull a mummy out of its crypt, and you see that or you've seen frostbite, someone who's had the worst degree of frostbite, and they have to have a part of their partial limb amputation. That's what it looked like. I was verklempt, but she asked us to leave. I said no. Got the ambulance in. They took care of her. Got her belongings regarding her wallet and things like that. And the room is just it's like you need a hazmat suit to walk in. Never seen anything like that before. I don't know what to say. That was not a very Merry Christmas for her. If you see people on the street, what I was told a long time ago is always carry like a $5 gift card so they can get coffee and give them clean socks for the winter time. She was outside on the coldest days, and in Wisconsin it was flipping cold. It was so cold in Wisconsin that it would rain, and overnight it would freeze. I had right on my deck in the back, I had 4 or 5 inches of ice. I couldn't walk out the back door. So this is what the weather's been like in Wisconsin. It's been horrible. So she's in the hospital. She agreed to go with the ambulance, and I don't know. I'm at a loss, but it's got to be one of the worst situations I've ever seen. And so if you ever see anyone at a bus stop homeless and it's getting really cold, just give them a clean pair of socks. I'm at a loss. Sorry to be very descriptive, but I don't know what else to say. It was one of the saddest situations I've ever seen. So anyways, let's take care of our elderly, veterans, homeless, etc. I can't even imagine. I just can't. I don't know. I know she doesn't. I don't know if she has family. I don't know, but she hopefully will get the help she needs. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say, and I'll be back.